Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Recently I made a video about some of my travel plans. I made like 3 videos about like one Australia, one Asia and one America, USA. About, traveling and what I plan to do and what time frame I can do it in. So I got a bit of an update. I was initially going to do like one big 6-week to 2-month tour. Instead, I'm thinking about doing it separately. So all in the same year, but doing like 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, spread across the whole year. I think that would be better financially, and also I don't have to take like unpaid leave off work. I can use my holiday allowance. I think it could actually work really well. I could like make it work to the point where I can like spend like a total of like at least 6 weeks abroad. Yeah, just like not in one go. I think that could work better. Plus, I kind of like going home after a little while, so I think 2 weeks is like a good like time limit, I guess. First of all, Pakistan is currently off. It's just completely off. It's safety reasons. I left out China for safety reasons. There's some great things in China. There is the Great Wall of China, but even better, there's like I can't remember what it's called. It's like a gateway. Wait, hang on. China gateway to heaven. Yeah, it's not actually to heaven, but this place here, it looks like a gateway to heaven, but you just go up the steps. It's really cool, right? It's really cool, but I think for safety reasons it's probably not worth visiting China, and for the same reason I don't think it's worth visiting Hunza Valley. There's just a lot of things going on there, and I don't think it's safe, especially for a solo traveler. So even though it looks bloody beautiful, it looks incredible, man. I mean, look at it. We'll have to leave this out. But what is in the plans is Thailand and Vietnam. There's many great places, both urban areas and also, areas like this in Thailand and Vietnam. Plenty of amazing places and historical places to see. I'm trying to see if I can find where I can tour both countries within 2 weeks. There are tour operators that do that, but they pretty much all include Cambodia. Cambodia wasn't on my list. Here's Vietnam, of course. So many great places in Vietnam that you can see. There's so many amazing places. Cambodia was not on my list, but it's literally like in the middle of Thailand and Vietnam. It's literally right there. So like there's multiple companies that do tours Vietnam and Thailand, but they include Cambodia. So it's like a 2-3 week thing. But yeah, I mean, you can see it right there. Look, Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, it's all there. And then you got I think south is Malaysia, Singapore as well, where I also want to go. So I might do a thing where I tour Cambodia as well and do like one big mega tour. So this is like the main part where I spend a lot of time in like specific countries. Speaking of spending a lot of time, Japan is the ultimate goal. This is my number one priority to visit in Asia, but I might leave it to last because sometimes I like to leave best for last. But there's plenty of things, both modern and historical, that you can see in Japan, and it's incredible, really. It's an incredible country. I'd love to spend at least a week and a half there. And then you got the rest of the places. So let's start with Bali, Indonesia. This is the place I want to see the most, and you can see it, like you can go on a day trip with a tour guide and go and see it. So I'd love to see that. I forgot the name of the place now, but somewhere in the Philippines, I'd love to. There's a city. I can't remember the name of the city. But I mean, look at that. That looks incredible. But the Philippines is definitely on my list as well. Bali's in Indonesia, and then yeah. So that's like pretty much like that sort of like region. So you got Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia now apparently, and then you got Bali, Indonesia, and Philippines. So that's 5 countries already. I know I haven't said Japan, but that's in a different part of Asia, but it's still in Asia. The world's biggest continent, but they're so far apart from each other. About 9 hours flight from the Philippines is India. I'd love to see the Taj Mahal. So there's that. This is the main attraction to me in India. But there's also this. But the thing with this one is, it's so far away from the closest airport is like 75 kilometers away, and it's like a 17-hour drive from the Taj Mahal as well. So it's not close. But this is the world's largest statue. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? But it's kind of hard to get there. It's kind of hard to get there. Yeah, this is the scale. I have seen the Statue of Liberty in person, right? So I haven't even seen this yet, but I want to go there at some point in Brazil. But the Taj Mahal, if we can just see that, I think that'll be enough. Because like this is just too hard to get to, and I haven't seen a tour operator that does it. Probably because it's so far away from everything. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, so you got India, we've got the 6 countries, and then you got South Korea that I want to visit. Just a few days there. Seoul is a great city, and yeah, there's a few things you can do there. Like 2-3 days there, I think would be really cool and really nice. I'm pretty sure there's another country that I haven't mentioned. Yeah, another 2 countries. I did mention them, I just haven't elaborated on them. So you got Singapore. Great spelling, David. Great bloody spelling. Singapore, just the main city. What's this? I've forgotten the name of the city already. But this part of Singapore, you can go to the top of the boat building. That would be amazing. The Singapore Gardens are amazing. So at least a couple of days there would be great. And finally, Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur. I remember that city name. The Petronas Towers. And there's also a Universal Studios. Either there or Singapore. I can't remember which one. So, yeah. So like literally Malaysia, Singapore, even Bali. Those are some short trips. Even South Korea, that's a few days. So that could all be done in one. Maybe fit India somehow in there as well. Japan and South Korea are next to each other. So that could be like, it's a 2-hour flight from Seoul to Tokyo. Tokyo's in East Japan. West Japan is very close to South Korea, but East Japan, 2-hour flight. Which ain't too bad. It could be like a few days in South Korea, then like a week and a half in Japan. That could work. And then you could go Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia in one big trip. And then you just got the rest of the countries like with like quick trips. I don't know the logistics of it working, to be honest. But yeah, since Pakistan is now out, it might be easier to plan it. But as of now, the plan is 2025 Asia tour. Okay, apart from China and Pakistan. But obviously that's not all of Asia. Obviously there's the Middle East and stuff like that. But I'm mainly talking like Southeast and Far East. Yeah, I've done Sri Lanka, I've been there. Didn't have a good time, to be honest, but I'm good. There's other countries I haven't seen yet. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. Also, there's an F1 race in Singapore every year. But that's not part of my Asia tour. But at some point after that, I would go back to Singapore for an Asia tour. So maybe I could save Singapore for a future year and watch the F1 and then tour the city. But I don't know. We'll see. So that's just my updated plans. The thing I planned for USA is still in the works. Exactly what I said in the video on that video I plan to do. Hopefully I can make that happen next year. Yeah, I'll leave my Australia plans as a surprise, apart from what I've already told you. But I planned some extra things. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya.